what is the law of attraction and how does it work? The law of attraction has garnered quite a reputation. Not going to lie, I have had a bit of a love-hate relationship with the term myself, and how it is sometimes portrayed as a little too airy-fairy. But I feel like I understand it better than ever before now, in terms of using it to attract more positivity and to manifest what you want into your life. There is really so much more to manifesting than meets the eye. The law of attraction and manifesting don't have to be these otherworldly, unattainable spiritual concepts. You don't have to feel the pressure to be perfectly positive all the time, to be all love and light and no shadows and no depth. Not only is this idea impossible to achieve, it's also kind of a form of spiritual gaslighting. So in this series, I want to show you how possible it is to be your multifaceted, beautiful self, living your life fully through all the ups and downs while still manifesting the best life that you could possibly imagine. Welcome to Manifesting in the Real World, Episode 1. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're just meeting me for the first time, hi, my name is Ebony and I am so grateful that you're here. My hope with this YouTube channel is to help you reconnect to your intuition. If you find today's video helpful, please consider subscribing and ring the little bell to be notified when I post a new video, and give this video a like so that I know you enjoy it. Today's video is episode 1 in a new series on this channel called Manifesting in the Real World. So while today the focus is on explaining the law of attraction, I'll be going into greater detail on this massive topic in future videos too. So if you're left with any questions or want to learn about anything in particular, please do leave a comment down below. I can't wait to get this series started. I hope that you find these videos helpful, and I'm super excited to delve into these ideas that I'm honestly just so fascinated with. So get yourself a cuppa and let's dive in. What is the law of attraction? The short answer is the law of attraction is a philosophy or belief that energy attracts similar energy. In other words, positivity attracts more positivity and negativity attracts more negativity. Put simply, you get what you focus the most on. So if you focus on what you want to gain or achieve rather than what you don't want or what you lack in your life, then the law of attraction will draw those things to you. That's the gist of it anyways. But there's so much more to it than that, especially when it comes to using the law of attraction to actually help you manifest what you want in your life. Now, I'll be real with you. The law of attraction is technically a pseudoscience. If you're a very scientific, fact-based person who likes to see hard evidence before making up your mind on something, then it might be hard for you to accept the law of attraction, because while some degree of science can help explain parts of the law of attraction and how it might work, it certainly can't explain all of it. There are science-based elements that can explain how it works to an extent, such as the psychological technique of cognitive reframing and how certain techniques and methods can use the reticular activating system in the brain. An argument could also be made that it is the placebo effect at work and that there is power in belief. Truthfully though, when certain law of attraction techniques such as visualization work, it could be dismissed as coincidence. So sometimes it can be just plain spooky how accurate it can be, in my opinion. But that's just me. I'm open to spiritual concepts and I'm a little bit obsessed with things that can't be readily explained by science. As logical as I might be, and as much as I might look for straight up facts and evidence, there are just some things that can't really be explained. And I can't help but be drawn to exploring such ideas and concepts. It just fascinates me, and if you're watching this, then maybe it fascinates you too. Besides, even if the law of attraction is purely coincidental, it makes me feel good, it makes me happy, and it doesn't harm anyone to practice it. So why not? The worst thing that could happen is that it doesn't work. As I mentioned, there are at least 2 possible science-based reasons behind how the law of attraction may work: the reticular activating system and cognitive reframing. Before I continue, please note that I am no expert, but I found this information super interesting and helpful, so I hope you do too. For resources and more information, please do check out today's blog post linked down below in the description. The reticular activating system. Law of attraction techniques often involve the reticular activating system that is located in the brainstem. The reticular activating system is like a filter in our brains, constantly sifting through the information around us so that only what is deemed necessary reaches our attention. It's this system in our brains that allows us to hear our names clearly in a noisy crowd. It's this system that directs your attention to the type of car you want, so you start to see that particular car everywhere. Essentially, if you want to attract something, then the reticular activating system will help you get it. Whenever you come into contact with something or someone that will help lead you towards your goals or whatever you're trying to manifest, then the reticular activating system will flag it as important. It will focus on it and direct your attention to it. It's the reticular activating system that gives power to our thoughts and beliefs, as it influences how you see the world. I'll talk a lot more about the reticular activating system in future videos too, as we talk about the different methods and rituals and techniques that you can do to utilize this system. Cognitive reframing. Cognitive reframing is a psychological technique, which is essentially the process of changing or challenging how one looks at a situation, experience, event, idea, or emotion. Learning how to reframe your thoughts is crucial to the law of attraction because of the power of those thoughts, as how we think leads to attracting more of the same. Following the law of attraction and the reticular activating system too, how we think and therefore act influences not only how we see the world around us, but it also impacts our experiences. If we are stuck in a negative mindset, we are far more likely to come up against more negativity. Let's use an example to help explain this idea and how cognitive reframing can turn things around. Let's say you wake up one morning in a bad mood and things just keep going wrong. You've slept in, you didn't have time for breakfast, you've missed your train, maybe you've stepped in a puddle, or you forgot your umbrella and it's pouring rain, and so you get to work soaking wet. You're in trouble for being late and you feel overwhelmed, negative, and frustrated. Your mood affects your work and your colleagues are picking up on that low vibe, low energy state of mind, even if you're trying really hard to still do your best job and smile through it. Until you're able to take a deep breath, let those negative emotions go, and choose to focus on the next best feeling that you can, you will continue attracting more negative experiences to you. Instead of letting the negativity linger, focus on what is good and positive. In our example of being in a bad mood at work, maybe focus on your connections to others. Ask your co-workers how their morning was or how their day is going. Think about an exciting event coming up that you're looking forward to, or the funny TV show that you've been watching. Remember that nothing is permanent and that this bad morning will pass and soon be forgotten. Visualize yourself achieving your goals and imagine how wonderful that will feel. Another suggestion is to list things that you're grateful for. Don't underestimate the power of gratitude. Affirmations are also a fantastic way to reframe your mind. That's a whole other video right there though. Take a look at the Hawkins chart of vibrations. Wherever you are on the scale of vibrations, choose the next best option. Make an active decision to accept and let go of negativity or low vibes and move up the scale. That's not to say just bottle up negative emotions and don't deal with your issues. Definitely not. Let yourself experience the challenges in life and really let yourself feel what you need to. But at a certain point, lingering in negative emotions and thoughts doesn't serve you. It doesn't change anything that has happened. There's nothing more you can do about what's happened, and focusing on it will only attract more negativity and challenges that are similar to you. So how do you turn negativity into positivity? It's all well and good to simply say, just change your thoughts, no biggie. It's going to be a different challenge every time and for every person. But just know that even in the most difficult of moments, in the hardest of situations, it is possible to start working your way up that scale, however long it takes until you're high vibrational again. How do you actually use cognitive reframing? Using techniques such as stating affirmations and visualizing, it is possible to change our negative thoughts into more positive ones. Just as with the reticular activating system, in future videos I'll show you the different methods and techniques that you can do that utilize cognitive reframing in order to make the most out of the law of attraction. It is with these amazing abilities that we all have access to that we are able to benefit from the law of attraction. We are able to attract more of what we want into our lives. We are able to manifest. It's not necessarily about working with higher powers unless that's what you believe in. If you're searching for a way to explain or understand the law of attraction in a more scientific way, you could say that you're essentially training your brain. Using the reticular activating activating system and cognitive reframing to your benefit. There's also the placebo effect that could play a role, which is a really interesting theory too, and maybe another video for another time. There is so much more to it than what I've briefly summarized so far, and it will all make so much more sense as we start using different techniques and rituals and draw on real life experiences and examples. So, all that being said, are you ready to learn about how to use the law of attraction in your life? Are you open-minded or willing to suspend your disbelief? If so, let's start to talk about how you can start working with the law of attraction to get what you want and potentially improve your life. Using the law of attraction to manifest. The law of attraction is all about energy attracting like energy. You focus on that thing that you want and abracadabra, you attract it into your life just by asking for it. But I believe there is more to manifesting than simply stating your intention and letting the universe or your subconscious take care of the rest. Ask, believe, receive is the tagline you may have heard before when it comes to the law of attraction. But when we want to manifest, I would add take action to that list. While it's important not to dwell too much on the outcome and to trust that what you've asked for is going to come to you, taking the relevant real life steps needed to achieve your goals or attract what you want will undeniably make you feel more in control, empowered, and worthy of receiving when you do. Ask, believe, take action, receive. Here's how I summarize manifesting. First, ask with belief, then take inspired action, which leads to receiving what you've asked for. So that this video isn't super long, which it probably already is, I thought I'd summarize these steps briefly today, then we can delve so much more into them in future videos. So comment down below what you want to learn more about the most out of all these things. Step 1, ask with belief. Ask whatever you believe in and believe that it will happen. Ask or pray to whatever you believe in, whether it's a higher force or your own subconscious power. Ask or pray either in your mind, spoken aloud, or in writing, whatever you feel the most comfortable with. I prefer writing, and I'll talk about the many different methods of asking in future videos too. Put another way, asking is like setting your intention. Manifesting and working with the energies that exist around us and the law of attraction, it always starts with stating your intention. It starts with affirming to the universe that without a doubt, what you want to manifest will happen. You have to truly believe that it will happen and that you are worthy of receiving it. Be very clear about what you want, believe that it is possible, and be as specific and detailed as you can. Step 2, take action. Next, you have to take inspired action and follow through, which includes keeping your vibration as high as you possibly can, as much as you can. Of course, what action you take depends on what you're asking for, but you have to get the wheels in motion, so to speak. If it's a job you're after, then you have to actively look for and apply for jobs. My point is this: if you want to manifest anything, you first have to believe that it is possible, make it very clear what it is you want, then work with the law of attraction. You need to be a high-vibing, guiding force, allowing the law of attraction and the universe or whatever you believe in to work its magic while you continue taking steps needed to move forward. You are in the driver's seat and the law of attraction is the car itself, with the engine and the power to move you forward or backward quicker than your own 2 feet could take you. It's up to you to steer while the law of attraction propels you in whichever direction you choose to go in. If you want to manifest something, it will help you, but you have to help yourself too. In my opinion, to get the most out of the law of attraction, to truly manifest what you want, real life actions need to be taken. The law of attraction comes down to energy attracting similar energy, and it is always in motion. It is always influenced by your subconscious, your thoughts, and your actions. So if you are thinking and acting with positivity, you will attract more positivity to you. As I said earlier, you get what you focus the most on. According to the law of attraction philosophy, your thoughts create your reality. While I do agree that your thoughts are powerful, the trouble is trying to focus on what you want to attract into your life and keeping your thoughts positive and receptive. It's impossible to train our minds to think only positive thoughts all the time, especially in this hectic modern world. world. So when we simply say your thoughts create your reality and expect amazing results based only on the ask, believe, receive mantra, we risk dismissing and downplaying the struggles and difficulties that one might face. If someone fails to manifest what they want, then too often I've heard of people just giving up entirely on the whole thing, believing they are just incapable or unworthy of receiving what they've asked for. Or they give up on the law of attraction and believe that it's all a bunch of hippy-dippy new age nonsense. They feel like they have failed. They feel like it's their fault. They feel like they haven't tried hard enough. So I truly believe that the taking action part is crucial, not only to empower the individual to feel like they can truly manifest what they want, but also to accept that it's possible to have negative or low vibrational thoughts or experiences in life while still being able to get past them and successfully manifest and succeed. It is necessary to accept all of life's ups and downs, learning, growing, and choosing just to focus on the next best thing, the next best feeling, as and when you can, in order to work up the scale of vibrational frequencies. As I said at the start of this video, simply saying that you get what you focus the most on really barely scrapes the surface when it comes to manifesting. The law of attraction is just the starting point. The real magic is what you can do with it. When you learn how to use the energies and frequencies along with a variety of different methods and techniques and rituals in order to manifest. Manifesting in the real world. So let's say that you know exactly what you want, you're ready to ask for it, you're ready to do the work you need to. What can you do to manifest it into reality? How can you use the law of attraction to make it happen? The following ideas allow you to set your intention and ask for what you want so that you can take the inspired action that you need to and start attracting and manifesting your dreams in the real world. Today, I'll just list a few methods and rituals that you can do just to get you started with the law of attraction. But as I mentioned, I will go into all of these things in greater detail in future videos too. Vision boards. You can create a vision board. In next week's video, I'll show you how to make a digital vision board. Vision boards are fantastic as a daily reminder of your goals and dreams, prompting your brain to focus on working towards them on a subconscious level. They're effectively tapping into your reticular activating system, training your brain to notice anything that may be relevant or helpful to achieve the goals that you have laid out on your vision board. Gratitude. You can list at least 3 things every day that you're grateful for. Write down, speak them aloud, or simply think about what you're grateful for. First thing in the morning, last thing before you go to sleep at night, and or at various points throughout your day. Thank the universe or God or your spirit guides, whatever you believe in, with all your heart. Feel the gratitude deeply and notice your mood shift to one of joy and love. That feeling right there is one of the highest vibrations. Aim for that as often as you possibly can, and not only will you feel better, but you will radiate that energy to those around you too, and attract more of it to you with the law of attraction. Scripting and journaling. You can use journaling or scripting, writing about what you want as though it has already happened. This is a lot of fun and it feels so good, as it allows you to write from a place of pure gratitude and joy. I'll definitely make a video on this topic too in the future, so be sure to drop your questions on it down below. Meditation and visualization. You can meditate on what you want and visualize it in vivid detail as if it has already happened, similar to scripting. For example, if you want a new house, shut your eyes and picture your dream home in as much detail as you can. Notice all the little details, the designs, and the furniture. Notice how you feel as you walk through the house. Imagine it as your home. Tell yourself, I am home. It might seem like daydreaming as a kid, but have a lot of fun with it and really try to embody how it would feel if you were living that as a reality. So those are a few ideas that you can try, that you can expect videos on too. For more information on what I've just briefly gone over just now, I'll have a bit more information on all of these methods on today's blog post as well, so check that out in the link down below. But before attempting any of these methods, it is so important to know exactly what you want to manifest. Next week, I'll show you how to create a digital vision board. But more importantly, I'll talk about what to include on your vision board. How do you find clarity? How do you truly figure out what goals you want to achieve and what you want to set out on your vision board? It all starts with reconnecting to your intuition. So if you haven't seen last week's video, I highly recommend checking that out before we progress with this series. I'm super excited for all the videos to come, and I'm super excited for each and every one of you joining me here. I really want this channel to be helpful, fun, and grounded in reality, no matter how spiritual it gets. Because these topics should be accessible to everyone, no matter what you believe, no matter what your experiences are. I want to get this message out far and wide, that it is possible to understand your inner self, to reconnect to your intuition, and live an intentional, beautiful life. Change your perspective and it will change everything. I hope you enjoyed today's video and found it helpful. Comment below, what are your thoughts on the law of attraction? I'd also love to hear your experiences with the law of attraction and manifesting. Have you had success with it? Do you believe that it's possible? Let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, I hope you'll consider subscribing to this channel and ring the little bell to be notified when I post a new video every Thursday at 2 p.m. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below, or come find me over at Instagram at Ebony Highland. I'd love to see you over there. As always, all the links, including today's blog post, are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and for being here for this new series. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to see you in next week's video. Bye! In order to work your way up the scale of vibrational frequencies. Tea break. Take a look at the Hawkins chart of vibrations here.